I went undefeated in Weekend League. Yes, this is not a drill. As you can see in the leaderboard, I'm in 5th place right now in line for some rewards. And I was number 1 for a while. As you can see here, 6-0. Really not sure how this dude went 13-12 and managed a 417 rating change. But the numbers don't lie. We got into Gold League, made our way up to World Series, and had one heck of a 6-0 run. Getting those big wins allowed me to grab some extra players and round out the squad. But yeah, I was not planning on creating a video here, so thankfully I was able to save some of the tape from most of my games throughout Weekend Classic. So that's exactly what this video is. I'm gonna show you how I went undefeated in Weekend League, and you're gonna wanna stick around because some of these games were absolutely bonkers. 2 in particular led to walk-offs. In one, oh my gosh, the last one, the very last game you will see in this video, fairy tale ending. In game number 1, I had Gaylord Perry toeing the slab, taking on Chase Dollander. Looks like we were gonna get into a little bit of trouble until we got Westberg to roll over into this double play. So Perry gets through a patient hitter. All for what though? Big Alvarez sees a hanging curveball and just absolutely drilled that one to right field. No doubt about that. Trying to shake it off. I see Santander batting .524 and then he just cracks one to center field. So I knew in Weekend League it's gonna hit a little bit different when we got sluggers like this. As true in life, it's not how hard you get hit and knocked down, it's how you get back up. Juan Soto says, let me pick you up in the 2nd inning, get to this one to the wall, we'll snag a double out of it. And that's how you start a route. And I've had a sweet swing and time with Campbell as he comes through up the middle, drives in our first run of the game. But you know, our boy here, the Tar Heel's not gonna go down without a fight. Drops another nuke with Jorge Soler. Gonna need to get a grip. Jordan Westberg comes through, base hit, starting off the 3rd inning just like we started off the 2nd with a knock. 2 runners on base, a chance to do some damage, and we miss a hanging curveball. Jose Ramirez couldn't do much better, unfortunately, and we're out of that inning. Fast forward to the 4th inning, the pressure is getting a little higher, and the intensity is going up. Manny Ramirez, perfect center field, see ya. Safe to say that scared Chase off the plate, walking Campbell, and then let me introduce you to my little friend, Walker Jenkins. Slider inside, got a good PCI around it, and see ya, just over that right center field wall. KingBomb starting to feel pretty good about reading Chase. Tatis on cue just drops one over the left fielder's head. That's going all the way off the wall. Double and easy 2-bagger. But wait, there's more. The onslaught continues. Cody Bellinger on an inside slider, deep and far into the night sky. Laughing Mountain nuke, 412-foot nuke. But hey, 3-run Jimmy Jack. That's gonna do it. I think our boy Tyler is gonna quit, and we're off on an Infuego pace in Weekend Classic, 1-0. That was just the kickstart for me. So now your boy is feeling good, and he's like, hey, I gotta play all 6 games tonight. So game 2 underway, I can't see Stevie Wonder and Jake Arrieta on the bump. And I don't know what it is with the 1st inning for me this entire tournament, but I had the yips. Corey Seager got on with a base hit, and then Mike Trout goes deep to right center. Mr. Bud Long, the World Series foe, is gonna be a formidable one. My Prestige 5 maxed out parallel. Joe Musgrove gets the ground out, but he scores a run. And shoot, Ketel Marte joins in on the fun as well, going deep to left. I think Manny Ramirez out there, not the best fielder, but he gets to that one. Sac fly nonetheless. When it comes to me facing Jake Arrieta, I usually get my winnings with him, but it takes an inning or 2 to adjust. So 10 pitches in this at bat for Jose Ramirez. On the 11th pitch, he gets walked. My newest addition, Juan Soto, pre-Weekend League. I just grabbed him like the day before Weekend League started, and I'm enjoying him. Satisfied customer. And then shout out Manny Ramirez for coming alive and coming to play. Perfect down the left field line. Gonna get us on the board. Give up a casual Schwarbomb to the fence. Off Tatis's glove. That thing just bounced in and out like a snow cone. And as people say, I hope that doesn't come back to bite us or haunt us. Well, it did, because Vladdy goes left field and deep. Flopping on the ground, Manny showed his feelings about that ball. So you're probably thinking old KingBomb is cooked again, right? Well, wrong. Walker Jenkins says, we're here to play. Another one where Tatis like bopped it out of his glove. Soto slams into the fence. And then Jordan Westberg works a full count, hits a little bloop into the shallow outfield, but that's gonna work. It's gonna land scoring in Walker. And although Tatis lines out on this one, you'll see a consistent theme brewing, scoring another run in the 2nd inning. can we score every single inning? Just sit back and relax because this one's got a long ways to go. Soto, another crank tank, as we're gonna be working from behind often in this game. What a swing. Jose Ramirez, perfect on a slider, the inside part of the plate. Big fan of Jose and Juan. These two cards came to play. Too tough of a play in the outfield. Again, as you see in the scoreboard behind you in left field, we only managed one that inning, and we'll finally get out of an inning here in the fourth without giving up a run in return, so maybe we can finally get some ground. Jordan Westburg quietly was a very productive contributor for me during this tournament as he goes deep to right field. That's his first home run. Got bailed there on the PCI. Wasn't my best swing, but it works. And while Joe Musgrove gives this one up on a silver platter to Corey Seager, why don't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Join the Bomb Squad. I'm excited to bring y'all MLB the Show 25 content, and I hope you're enjoying this video so far because this was an exciting inaugural weekend league. So much heat in these games. I'm telling you, man, Mike Trout just takes me deep. It feels like we're down and out, but we're a fighter and we fought all weekend long. As you're watching this video, keep tabs on your favorite player and performance from the series. We're going through 6 games today, or as many as I was able to capture, but I want to know in the comments section who played the best for the Bomb Squad as Ramirez squirts this one down the line. What a funny word, squirt, but he squirted it down the right field line there. Got a double out of it. We're in business. And here comes that man, Juan Soto, up to the plate, batting .750, now facing Holby Milner. He's gonna get the job done here, just missing a sweeper, but good enough for a sac fly. Can we just take a second to look at that scoreboard again back in left field? 1-1-1-1. Now you get a better look at it. It's pretty impressive. Yes, we are losing, but we have heart as Milner comes into this game, strikes out Seager, and looking to get out of this 3-0 count. Hate being in a jam against Mike Trout as he goes deep to right field. Will Tatis get back there and make a play? He does. Did not doubt it for 1 second because the dude is athletic, a platinum glove for a reason. And Walker Jenkins. Love good old-fashioned base knocks, and there's another one down the third base line, Westburg again. Unfortunately, he was rounding first base a little too aggressive, gets back-picked here, so our 1-run-an-inning streak is in jeopardy. Down to a 2-strike count, it's up to Samuel to keep us alive, and he turns on that inside sinker, drives in a run. 7-6. Enter John Franco, hanging screwball, 106 miles an hour off the bat. Tatis is gonna get that thing past the left fielder. We're gonna send him all the way around the base. 47 speed, bang, bang, play, safe. Tatis ecstatic, KingBomb getting up and turn in this thing. We're going crazy. 7-7, Ballinger up the middle. What a diving stop. He's safe at first, but wait, we sent him around third base. Ah! All right, got a little too crazy there. Still recovering from an illness, but that was insane. That got me so juiced up, man. We took the lead after 6 innings of battling. We're 8-7 leading this game. But if you've seen anything this entire game from Mr. Budlong, he does not go out silently without a fight. He drops a double here from Ketel Marte. I guess he did go silently in the 7th inning, which turns it over to Christian Campbell and the Bomb Squad. See ya. We're playing out of our mind. Weekend league rolls around. We're a different species, I'm telling you. I'm just gonna come out and say our record was a little misleading. We had a handful of losses because we were doing Who's Your Padre and playing with common players, essentially. So yeah, that looks a little different on the stat sheet, but don't get it twisted. We very much are a legitimate threat anytime we step into the diamond with our group of men. Speaking of big boys making their big performance here, Samuel Basallo contributes to the fun. Screwball down the pipe. Perfect off the batter's side. 469, nice. Now up 10-7, Tatis takes on the new Gagne. First pitch, base hit. This is a proud moment. I mean, look at left field. We've scored a run every single inning. We were down by what, 5 runs at one point? We're just seeing the ball really well. Locked in. Inside fastball, a little bit off the plate even. No problem. Right center field for Cody Bellinger. That swing is filthy. That was one of them back in the old MLB the Shows that I got well acquainted with. The score is 7-11. We're commanding respect with Juan Soto stepping up to the plate. Intentional walk. It's closing time. Trevor Hoffman into the game, ready to finish this thing off. Beautiful slider. Trout goes down by the way of the K. Juan Soto flies out to Tatis. And it's perfection, completing the game here. Manny Ramirez catches the line out. 11 runs, 19 hits. KingBomb 2-0. We got 4 more to go. Running up that box score, and if we look at the top again, we put in work every single inning. At this point on Friday night, I was feeling myself #1 in the leaderboard 2-0. And pardon me, for game 3, I didn't capture all the footage. Like I said, I wasn't planning on originally recording this, but when I saw how insane my run went, I wish I had. So noted for next time, because in game 3, Juan Soto, perfect walk-off bomb, 9th inning. That's gonna win the dang game for us. So we stay alive, undefeated against another T-Money World Series player. Much lower scoring, better defense and pitching in this one. But Juan Soto, lefty off Tanner Scott, is feeling like a champ. That is actually bonkers, man. I knew I just couldn't go to sleep that night. I think I got done at like 2 a.m. But after this one, I had to keep rolling. Yeah, sweet spot, barrel, sponge bat and everything. Cooked. And speaking of lost footage, I guess game 4 just went into the ether, but we won that one too. It must have not have been as exciting because I didn't save the PlayStation footage. But hey, we're jumping into game 5, and Juan Soto picking up just where he left off in that last one. Perfect bombshell. When I tell you that man made an immediate difference on my team, I am not lying. Like, Juan Soto was probably one of the MVPs of this tournament. Regardless, we're picking this one up mid-game. I was able to chase out his starter. He had Holby Milner in, and we're debuting Corey Kluber. The Klubot making his debut. Snagged him from the Weekend Classic Choice Pack and just threw him in the lineup and said, what the heck, let's let him have a spin at it. And he's only given up 1 run into the 5th. Not too shabby here from Kluber, working his way through the lineup. David Ortiz to ground out. Even taking on players to the likes of Babe Ruth, parallel 5, smacks one to the hole, but a beautiful play there, gets the out. That's how you do it, Westberg. You make a gem on defense, and then you get back up here on offense. And what do? Well, you fly out, right? But hey, that's okay. Crushers versus KingBomb. You look at his name in the top left. It hurts to poop. Well, it's gonna hurt a lot more than just pooping here when Samuel Basallo and the rest of this crew get their hands on you. What do I mean by that? Well, Tatis already has 2 home runs in this game. Like I said, not in the footage, unfortunately, but he's gonna continue his tear, 3 for 3. Mark Davis is into the game. Bellinger's not fazed by a lefty-lefty matchup. In fact, he has those reverse splits where he plays better against lefties. So I'm all for them challenging Bellinger. He's gonna drive in a run, RBI double. 6th inning, Kluber's gonna keep twirling and spinning his magic, striking out bets, getting Belly to roll over on a slurve, hit that one into an interesting cue ball position, but no match. And then topping it off here with a broken bat, Gleyber Torres. What a 1-2-3 inning. His team name is the Connecticut Crushers, but I believe that inning right there is what officially crushed his spirit and soul. He is gone. He just force shut off the PlayStation, or sorry, he's on Xbox, so he just shut that thing down. As another rage quit comes in, and we keep the undefeated streak alive. Look at that rating jump all the way up into World Series now. Kluber gets parallel, and another Weekend Classic reward for us. Sitting pretty atop that leaderboard, number 1. Look at that progress down there, 5-0 with 1 more game to go in live series on the line. You better believe I was locked in. From our World Series choice pack, was evaluating both Steve Carlton and Mickey Mantle, but I felt like pitching was more important right now because we have so many good bats. I don't even know where I could fit Mickey Mantle in. We already picked up Kluber, so I decided to use, obviously, the next pick on Correa. I think I ended up just selling these guys for stubs eventually. But yeah, the team, this is how it looked going into Weekend Classic, firing on all cylinders. For our final game, looking to go 6-0, who gets the call to the mound, Perry or Sasaki? I went with Sasaki. We're gonna give the Dodger twirler a chance to redeem himself, because like the 1 game I played with him, he's a little wild, but we're taking on a live series squad with Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler, for those that haven't faced him, I'm gonna tell you, he's actually quite difficult to hit. So I was a little worried when I saw that. In the beginning of the game, I think he offered a friendly quit and I rejected it, and I almost regretted that decision. You're gonna see why. This was the game of the century for KingBomb. This was the game of all games. With everything on the line in the context here, trying to go 6-0, trying to get the prizes, this game meant so much. Just keep it here as Sasaki pumps one by Trey Turner, and then Sasaki comes back and gets this one past Harper. He was a little late on it, flies out. To be honest, I had a false sense of confidence after going 1-2-3 through his hitters. I thought I was locked in, but this game was gonna prove different. Full count, working it against Zach Wheeler with Bellinger, and ball 4. With Jose up, we swing at an awful pitch choice. I was hoping he would get up the middle, but it did not. Thankfully, no double play. Facing Juan Soto, he goes up north with a sinker. I tomahawk chop it, and we're out of the inning, so yeah. Battle inbound. 3-2 count to his Juan Soto, and he makes me pay. That thing was torched to left center. A patient hitter can do damage against Sasaki, and that's exactly what we started to see here in the 3rd inning. Trey Turner found the hole, and then Bryce Harper found a whole lot more with a big gap in left center field. That's gonna get 97 speed Turner all the way around the bases and in. Trout Dog Millionaire steps up to the plate. I had trouble with him all tournament. He found a way to get on base again, driving in the third run. Seriously taking a look at my bullpen, and I've just decided to pull the plug on Sasaki. I couldn't take it, the lack of control, and then every time I did get a pitch in the zone, it was a hittable pitch, and they made me pay. So a little bit more Gaylord Perry action, and that'll do. Get it in the rollover from Soto to second base. That's out of the inning. This one's looking pretty bleak. We haven't got many hits, and it's already the 4th inning. We're gonna need some help. That's where a guy like Jose Ramirez steps up to the challenge, takes one on the outer side of the plate, 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and turns it around off the scoreboard. Bingo, check that one off the box. But will this be the start of a fruitful inning? Juan Soto wants to keep it alive. But the rest of the crew, it's up to Walker Jenkins now. 2 outs, heart pounding. He's gonna slam this one down the left field line. Good textbook hitting all over that 95-mile-an-hour sinker. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a run out of it. We could have tested it, but I chose to play it safe. Hoping Westberg is the right play to bring him in. No, he goes down via K. I felt like Gaylord Perry did enough. His time is done. Kept things chugging along. So Holby Milner on a awfully floated in change up, demolished by Mike. Need better results, and pronto. Francisco back to Milner makes the play. Samuel usually puts in a good swing or two every time we play, and there's the swing. We get at least one of these a game, and I'm excited that it's cutting the lead down to 2. Holby Milner starting to settle in out here. The sidearm submarine kind of hybrid delivery always throws some people off. He'll get us out of the 6th, and I'm hoping he can keep pumping through the 7th here. Schwarber left center, and a flop from Manny Ramirez. That ball gets right by him. Center field. Gonna have to throw this one back in, but that's a triple for Manny. This deep into a game, this really concerned me. We cannot give up more runs when we're trying to mount a comeback. So down the line, what a catch by Tatis, and he's gonna make the play. No runner testing him. Just what the doctor ordered, and then I couldn't draw it up better on this next one to Turner. Ground out to first base. We worked so hard to get out of this jam, right guys? Oh! Fatal blow, 460 feet to right field. Harper, 2-run bomb. We're down 6-2. It's already the 7th inning. It's lost, guys. It's lost. But is it really, though? Guess you're just gonna have to stick around and find out. Because now we're starting to get a little desperate. Ambush pitching, calling that inside of the plate. Facing Martinez, Westberg with a perfect sinker tank. That wasn't even technically the right ambush call. It was actually the other side of the plate. But hey, we got a good swing on it, and it counts. The one part of this process that I never gave up was hope. Bringing in Hoffman here in the 8th inning. He got us through, and yeah, we're headed to the bottom of the 8th. Facing Matt Strom, he got a couple quick outs, and yeah, things look dire. 6-3, pop up. 9th inning. Couple quick outs. Hoffman still out here working, ready to just get the bats back up, and yeah, see if we can mount up 3-4 runs. Oh, wait. There's always more, isn't there? Another bomb in the 9th inning. A little insurance run for Mike Trout. It's been haunting us all game. Our only hope to continue the flawless 6-0 weekend classic run comes down to these batters coming up. This is where the fun begins. Down 4, bottom of the 9th, facing a formidable opponent. First batter, Manny Ramirez, says, let's get the party started with a big shot. And that is exactly what you want to do. You want to come out and strike fear into the opponent's heart. That was off Trevor Hoffman's 2nd pitch, and that's going to have him questioning how he maneuvers around these next batters. I think he's going to be a little less confident in that slow changeup. But he's got Campbell here to a quick 0-2 count, working it back to 2-2, right field. Can that thing go? Yes, cutter, bomb. We're feeling ourselves. Absolutely love Christian Campbell and playing him in my lineup every day. It's really the fact that that man has a clutch gene in him. Walker Jenkins wants to go back to back to back, but he'll fall short. Warning, track power. Maybe old Jordan Westberg can play hero, but he'll just ground out to shortstop on the first pitch he sees. So we're looking really dire now. Thought we had some rock hard momentum there with back-to-back dongs, but we're gonna need to strike a match again. So with 2 strikes and 2 outs, Veritek keeps it alive, base hit. Tying run up to the plate, it's Fernando. 0 for 4, not my best performance. And to make matters worse, this is gonna be our first time facing Jordan Zimmerman. He's gonna pull him in here in the 9th inning with 2 outs to hopefully just save the game and keep his streak alive. So I'm expecting Tatis to see a couple pitches here and to make some magic happen. And geez Louise, that sinker had some dance. But we'll get walked. we'll take that. Just pass the baton to the next guy. That's all you need to do. And that next guy's Cody Bellinger, who's gonna swing and inside out this one. What an awkward swing. Got a little jammed, but it works to perfection. It fisted to the left field line, and we score a run. At this moment, the tension is palpable. You can absolutely feel everything right now. It was so tense in this game. One of the best case scenarios for me, it's Jose Ramirez stepping up to the plate. One of my favorite hitters. I'm not gonna comment anymore. Let's just sit back and see what happens here, how he works the count and works the play. Stayed alive, and that is gonna be the heroic single to win us the game. Jose, my guy, let's freaking go. KingBomb just went undefeated, 6 in that one weekend classic, and unlocked 3 live series diamonds on that one right there, Mr. Jose. Based on all the diamonds, we were able to upgrade our squad, add Francisco Lindor, work on moments and get JD, who's a big time slugger, and oh yeah, and actually use Stubbs to finish the Santander collection. I'm absolutely pumped up going into the next ranked season, and I hope you enjoy, man. I had to share this with y'all. Like I said, I wasn't even planning on recording, but I'm definitely gonna record the next weekend classic because this was absolute cinema. If you think so as well, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and join the KingBomb squad, and I'll see y'all in the next.